Welcome back to the Top 50 Barbecue Tour, where we travel all over the state to eat barbecue off the Texas Monthly Top 50 list. This week's stop is Hutchins BBQ in McKinney, Texas, where they're famous for their Texas Twinkies. With Season 1 coming to an end, we hope you'll be back June 4th for the first episode of Season 2. I'm so excited about this food. It looks so good. Let's start with the brisket, because that's what we do. I got an M-piece, which I always love. Look how beautiful and moist that looks. Let's eat this. Wow. So look right here. Hard to see it, but a huge piece of fat, which just gives it so much flavor. The seasoning is really good. That dry rub, salt and pepper, really simple, but they weren't stingy with it, and so it gives a tremendous amount of flavor. This is some of the most moist that we've had, and the great thing is that it's also very smoky and very moist. They took this for like 16 to 20 hours is what they told us. It was an absolutely fascinating process, and it puts out some dang good barbecue. This is up there at the top with the brisket we've had so far. Now it's time for ribs, and these are some good looking ribs. They're big and they're meaty, and they put a little sauce on them right at the cutting station. They look really good. Doesn't have as much dry rub as I'm used to or like, but that doesn't mean anything because I haven't tried them yet. These are smoked in pecan. That brisket is oak. This is pecan. I can't wait to see if you can taste the difference in that smoke. That is a great bite right there. Wow. It doesn't have the dry rub on it like I like, but it doesn't matter because the smoky flavor, the barbecue flavor, the tenderness, the fattiness, all of it is there. All of it works so good together. It didn't just fall off the bone. It had a little bite to it, but it was so tender that it just clears right out. This is like almost a perfect rib. If you come here, make sure and get the ribs because this is killer. All right, now it's time for the sausage, but before we get to that, I want to show you one of these sides. This is a broccoli salad. Now, this is not something I would normally get, but I've tried all the typical barbecue sides, and I wanted to see what this was all about. So this is chopped broccoli, it's got cheese, it's got onions, and then it's got some kind of sauce. I'm really curious to see what this is going to be like. It's pretty popular. I could tell a lot of people were getting it, so let's see how it stands up. That's really good. So it reminds me of coleslaw, but it's got broccoli instead of cabbage. I think that's pretty much what we're dealing with here. It's got a nice crunch to it. It tastes really strong of broccoli, but that sauce is really good, so it just kind of offsets that strong broccoli flavor with a little bit of sweetness, and then you got the cheese and the texture of the onion. That's a really good side. I'm happy with that. But now it's time for sausage. As you guys know by now, this is one of my favorite things. And check out what we got here, and that is a really big smoke ring on this sausage. I am really excited to try it. I can smell that it's very smoky, so I'm really excited about that. Oh yeah. Wow. That has a ton of flavor. Look at that again. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's so pink on the edges, and then that's all smoke. This is a lot of moisture and a lot of smoke. This is really, really good. This is up there with the best sausage we've had on this trip. That's really bomb. It's almost time for the wild card, but first I gotta try this other side. This is cheesy bacon mashed potatoes. How could you ever go wrong with that? I love mashed potatoes, a little bit of skin in there, a little bit of bacon, a little bit of cheese. If you're a mashed potato fan, I mean, it's mashed potatoes, you can't go wrong, but the extra stuff loaded up just really makes it taste good. All right. Now, this is our wild card, and this is kind of the main event for me today. I think this is gonna be really interesting. So it's got a big, huge jalapeno. And then it's got brisket, and then it's got cream cheese, and then it is wrapped in perfectly cooked bacon. and then it's basted in barbecue sauce. Are you kidding me? This thing sounds delicious. Let's see if it is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Man. That is heaven right there. The jalapeno is spicy. The cream cheese is creamy. It's world-class brisket. And then the barbecue sauce on that perfectly cooked bacon is just amazing. I've had lots of jalapeno poppers, but a lot of times what happens is the outside of it gets kind of mushy bacon. This is smoked and then it's just seared up on the edges and it is perfection. It's really spicy. It is really, really good. I can't say enough about this, guys. After all that food, after dessert, after everything else, I had to get one more Texas Twinkie because these things, I mean, this is the superstar here. So freaking good. Come here just to try this because it is amazing. Wow.
So one of the things that's really unique to Hutchins that I've not seen at any other barbecue joints is that there's free dessert. Why is there free dessert? Probably because all their food is so dang good. You're not going to have room for this. But I do because I love ice cream and I love dessert. So good. So this banana pudding has nice big chunks of fresh banana, crumbled wafer on top, and then some full vanilla wafers on the bottom. This is like whipped and blended really well. The texture is amazing, and I love that you can still taste the crunchy texture from that vanilla wafer. It's really good.
Hutchins had a great day in the rankings with the 3rd spot on the ribs. They also took down the number 3 spot for that amazing brisket. When it comes to sausage, they ended up 4th, but that, again, just what a trip for sausage. And those famous Texas Twinkies put them in the number 2 spot for the wild card. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed Season 1. If you did, we hope to see you back for Season 2 on June 4th.